Can you believe it's our last official episode of the year?
And Kelly, you know what else that means? You've completed your first year as host of New Day Northwest. Congratulations.
Oh my gosh, you're gonna make me cry.
Oh, good.
1 year down and many more to go. New Day Northwest starts right now.
It's a new day.
Now, from the Virginia Mason Franciscan Health Studio at King 5 in downtown Seattle, this is New Day Northwest.
Good morning and welcome to this epic edition of New Day. We wait for this day all year long. This is the 5th annual New Day Northwest Gingerbread House Decorating Contest. At stake for the winner, a grand prize of very little money, but the coveted title of Gingerbread Decorating Master, plus the ultimate prize, this golden hammer. We'll meet this year's contestants in just a moment, but first, let's look back. A roundup of last 4 years of the winners seem appropriate. New Day producer Rebecca Perry took the prize in 2021, and then traffic anchor Shantae Sumter taking the hammer home in 2022, followed by Art Zone's Nancy Guppy in 2023 with an epic House of Disarray, and then last year, Angela Poe Russell with her Wicked Palace. Very nice. Now, our 2025 contestants, they have their houses and lots of candy, and they were allowed to bring an item from home or two. Let's check in. They got started a little early because, you know, they were here at what?
4:30.
4:30, exactly.
Yep.
Terry, I want to talk with you. Do you have a strategy? Because you have yet to win.
So why would you want to bring up old news like
I'm
that?
sorry.
Right?
Yeah, you haven't won yet.
You haven't won yet.
That's psycho. I've been going to therapy for this.
I know.
Redemption
Is
season,
this
Terry.
your year?
This is going to be my year. Like most years, I don't have a theme. But this year, I at least got a color scheme, so here we go.
Okay, here we go. Nancy,
Yes.
are you feeling, the competition
I
this
feel
year?
the competition, and I'm so right now it looks very like, oh, this is nothing. I have an untold Christmas story that will be revealed once this is all put together. I think it's gonna be shocking.
Ooh.
And enlightening. Yeah.
That's a dramatic tease.
Isn't
Isn't
it?
it?
Is
She's a
it? Thank you.
professional.
Yeah, I'm a
I like
professional.
that. And we're going with our newest contestant. This is your first year.
Thank you. I
Chris
said if you guys made
Cashman.
it to 5 years, I'll compete. I'll know you're serious about the gingerbread competition. I'm thrilled to be here. As you can see, mine has a bit of a theme. There's a color coding. I've got a little bit of a wink in my pocket square here. And I will just say, similar to Nancy, mine has a story behind it. Perhaps the story behind this is my favorite holiday factoid that I bet you didn't know. So there you go.
Oh my
There's
gosh, I
tease.
can't wait to see you guys. Keep it going, keep working, and I'm headed to the kitchen right now to cook something delicious. And while they're working on their gingerbread, I'm working on a delicious sponge cake. The Seattle Baking Club has quickly grown to popularity on Instagram. They host get-togethers every single month featuring different books and themes. And their founder, Carlos Leon, joins me with a little baking inspiration. Hello.
Hello, nice to meet you.
It's so good to meet you. This is the perfect time of year to bake. I feel like everyone's in their kitchen. We're having the sweet treats.
Yes.
And so you're bringing something delicious today. What are we making?
Yeah, so today we're making a Victoria sponge cake. I think it's like the easiest cake to make and very delicious, and you can have it ready in like 40 minutes and be ready to serve it.
No way, 40 minutes?
Yes.
Okay, how do we get started?
Okay, the recipe is actually super easy. You don't need to memorize anything. You weigh 4 eggs, and that's it. So like you remember that measurement? That this is 250 grams. So I have 250 grams of butter, 250 grams of flour, 250 grams of sugar, and then the eggs. So that's all you need to remember. So the first thing you do is you put the butter in the stand mixer.
Is the butter room temperature?
Yeah, very important to have all your ingredients at room temperature. Otherwise,
the eggs, too?
Even the eggs. So you can
Oh, I
take
didn't
them
know
out the night
that.
before or put them in some water for like 10 minutes.
Okay.
Okay, and then so you put the butter and the sugar and you cream it for a couple of minutes.
And what consistency are we looking for too with a stand mixer?
You want to have, you don't want to see the sugar crystals. You want it just to be like very smooth butter. Super smooth and fluffy and like pale yellow.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. Perfect. And if you don't have a stand mixer, are you out of luck or can you make this cake?
No, you can totally do this with a hand mixer. It might take a little bit longer, but same result.
And a little bit of a workout.
Maybe a little bit. Yeah. So we'll let this run for a little bit.
Yeah, and while that's going too, tell me about Seattle Baking Club. How did you all get started?
Yeah, so the baking club started about a year ago. I just love baking so much, and I decided to let's just get some get-togethers going. People who love baking, and we all want to share this. So it's like a cookbook book club or like a cookie swap, but it's bakes of all things. So we started with about 15 people, and now the last event we had 120 people show up with all the beautiful bakes and stuff, and we all just get together and eat.
So everyone gets to do their own bake, and then it's almost like a potluck or a cookie swap, and we're tasting.
Exactly, and we pick a theme. So for example, we pick a cookbook, a new cookbook, or in the summer we had afternoon tea. So anything related to that theme, you bring it and you share it with everyone.
That's so amazing. Congratulations on the success, having over 100 people.
Yes.
And where are you meeting? Like, where are the locations?
So we try to find different spots in the city. We do it in different breweries in Capitol Hill or Ballard, just in this area, just so that it's central for everyone to attend. But it's free to attend, and we just have a giant wait list for people to join.
Oh my gosh, we got to get on the wait list. There's the video there too. That's so exciting. How is our butter and everything looking?
It's looking good. It's looking fluffy. If your butter is not if it's very cold, you might need to scrape a little bit. But right now, it's been out for a while. So now we put in all the eggs, one at a time.
Why is that important to do one at a time? I feel like baking, you have to be really, you have to follow the directions. You can't just go with the flow.
I don't cook. I don't have an instinct for that, so I just like to follow instructions. But the cool thing is that you'll get a good result every time if you follow instructions.
I kind of like baking too because I'm the same as you. I'm not a great cook, but I can follow directions and a recipe. So baking usually goes a lot better than cooking in the kitchen for dinner.
Yes, for sure. All right. Oops. All right. Yeah.
That's fine.
Good. Second egg is in. Just making sure that everything is well mixed. If you put all the eggs too quickly, it's too much moisture for the batter, so it might just split too fast. So if you wait a little bit, you can be a little patient. This is the longest part of the whole process. Just putting the eggs in. If you see that it's a little stuck, you might want to scrape a little bit.
Sides a little.
Yeah, just to make sure that all the butter is incorporated with the sugar. If it's a little cold, especially right now in Seattle with this weather.
Moisture is a thing, for sure.
Moisture and cold.
Okay, and while you're adding the other eggs as well, tell us too what you have over here and what else you brought.
Some of the things that I love to make, I'm from Mexico, so I love to make Mexican bread. We have conchas and pan de muerto, which is amazing. And I love French pastry. When I got into baking during the pandemic, I decided to get into French patisserie. So I have a couple of entremets over here that I prepared yesterday.
Oh, those look stunning. I can't wait to dive into all of that.
All right, last egg.
Last egg. And then after this, I imagine the dry ingredients goes in. So what goes in after that?
So as I mentioned, it's 250 grams of flour. And the only thing that you need to memorize is 1 teaspoon of baking powder.
I can do that. I can memorize that.
It's important to mix the baking powder very well with the flour, because otherwise you might get your cake a little wonky, like it rises a little bit on one side and the other one.
I've always wondered why my cakes look a little off. I thought it was the way I was baking it in the oven, or
no. So okay. So this is looking good. It might look a little bit split, but that's totally okay because it'll come together with the flour. So just dump it all in.
So all the flour goes in at once.
All right, and then this is an important part. You want to mix very slowly at this point.
So it doesn't go on you?
Well, that too, but also because you don't want to mix it too much because the dough starts forming gluten like it was bread. So you want to mix only until you see like a little bit of dry flour, and then you stop, and then you just finish by hand.
You finish by hand?
Just to be extra safe. So right now, there's a little bit of dry flour still, and that's totally okay. We'll take it out with my hands. I have clean hands.
Yeah, I totally trust you on that. And how long would you bake this for? Because the power of TV, we also have a finished product too.
Yeah. So once you do this, you put it in the oven at 350 for about 22 to 23 minutes. You'll see the cake starts to pull away from the edges of the pan, and you know that it's ready. You can also poke it with a toothpick and make sure it's not wet. So this is the whole batter. You split it into two 8-inch pans like this.
Perfect.
We don't have to do it right now. And that's it. That's all you need to do. I'll do that.
Amazing. And then we have the finished product, which I want to show too.
Yes. So I'll put this over here.
And then how do we decorate this baby?
So it's a very simple decoration. You have the 2 layers, so that's one. You want to place it on the flat top over there, and then the second one will go on top. But before we do that, I have about a cup of jam. Strawberry jam, any berry jam, anything you want really. You just spread it like that. Like this.
Ooh.
You could just keep it with the jam. I think the British people like to do just the jam. But I have a little bit of whipped cream, which I have here.
Amazing. Okay, and then that goes in the same layer?
Yeah. It's a sandwich, so you just mix
easy
it all.
enough.
You could also get it from the can that's just,
Okay, and we have 30 seconds left, so I gotta taste this.
Yes.
The fastest baking you've
that's
ever
it.
done.
And then you put this on top, and then you sprinkle a little bit of sugar.
You're right, this is so easy.
And you're done.
That's so festive. Okay, I don't wanna ruin your cake.
Yes.
Oh,
Go in.
I gotta go in.
Yeah.
Okay, we're just gonna go in with our fork here.
Yeah, just.
I'm diving. Okay, this looks so good. Here we go.
Great.
You're amazing. Chef's kiss. Thank you so much for being here. This was so fun. I can't wait to taste all of this in the break, too.
Thank you so much.
Lots of candy today. And coming up more on New Day, we're joined by some of the hosts of this year's New Year's at the Needle broadcast ahead of the big celebration. And our annual gingerbread competition is off and running. Look at them decorate. Things are looking good. We crown the winner of the Golden Hammer at the end of the show, so make sure to stick around. And up next, Art Zone's Nancy Guppy takes a pause from her decorating to share the best places to find unique gifts for the art lovers in your life, so stay with us. There we are, looking back over at our very competitive gingerbread decorators. Things are really starting to heat up, but don't worry, there's plenty of time left before we crown a new champion. And Nancy, please come on down, come to me, because I know you're still licking off your fingers, but don't worry, you need to pause your efforts. She's letting Rebecca know what she wants to happen with that. She's subbing in.
Which I just said, don't screw it up. And she won't. Rebecca's a pro.
She definitely won't.
Yes, yeah.
Thank you so much for being here
I'm
today.
delighted to be here. I'm wearing my, as you know, my moody Christmas green.
Yeah, you're going more neutral
Yes,
Christmas,
yeah.
so that's fine. We're both very festive.
We are festive, yes, yeah.
So this is something different. I'm excited.
Yeah.
You're featuring gift ideas and the shops to go to when shopping for the art lover or artist in your life.
Right,
What
yes.
can you tell me?
So basically these are ideas that are, some of them are shops and some are kind of just more like memberships and that kind of a thing. So we're going to start with a book of photography, and it's called Water is Everywhere in Seattle, which of course we all know is true.
It is.
And by Dale Cotton. So Dale, that's him right there, has a great eye, and in these 140 images, he captures really the essence of water in Seattle, the city skyline at sea level. There's industrial area shots. There's a really beautiful shot of kids jumping off of a dock, abstracted, kind of water-soaked areas. Isn't that darling? And so much more. It's a really lovely collection that reflects Dale's thoughtful meditation on what makes the Pacific Northwest a unique place to call home, and not just water from the sky, but just water in our rivers and our, the Elliott Bay and all that. So it's really a lovely little book. It's right here, and it's available at Long Brothers Books and Peter Miller Books, which is down in Pioneer Square.
And we're moving right along to a subscription.
Yes.
What can you tell me about this gift?
All right, so this is really original. Anne Baumgartner is my sister, full disclosure, and there she is. She is also an outstanding artist. So for the past 11 years, Anne has offered a thing she calls Subscribe. It's a year-long subscription where you receive 4 original handmade pieces of art through the mail. I've been a subscriber since the beginning, and I can tell you when that art envelope arrives in my mailbox, it's pure delight, puts a smile on my face every time. And also includes a few written thoughts about the process of making the piece, which is always interesting. So it's really fun, great gift. Link to subscribe is on the New Day website.
Oh my gosh, she's so talented.
She's
That's
so talented.
amazing.
They're beautiful, yeah.
This sounds like a really fun store, Cannonball Arts.
Yes, so a membership to museums, art museums, is a great idea. This is a new kid in town, and it's called Cannonball Arts. So Cannonball, this is a video that we shot for Art Zone. It's located in the old Bed Bath & Beyond building on 3rd Avenue.
Yeah.
And it's a 2-story, 66,000 square foot space, beautifully curated with paintings and sculpture, murals, interactive installations, including a virtual reality ride we'll see in a minute. There's an indoor sculpture garden, a stage for all sorts of live performance, including wrestling. For real. Plus, they've got there's the virtual ride. They've also got this really awesome gift shop of stuff that you did not know that you needed. Like there is a glass. I want this from the gift shop. Isn't that hilarious?
I need that in my life.
It's like a bucking bronco sculpture of some sort. And so in the gift shop, though, there's a big glass container of 150 Super Balls, brightly covered Super Balls. Who doesn't need that, right? Everybody does. So there it is right there. So it's an art-filled place, great for a membership. It's good to go and just wander around, bring your friends and your family over the holiday. So.
Another store, too, Orcus Paley. What can you tell me about this store?
I discovered this store earlier this year, downtown Seattle, really near Pike Place Market. And the owners are Patrick and Peter, those guys right there. They've got a great eye. It's every nook and cranny of this tiny 560 square foot shop holds something intriguing, cool that I want. There's glassware, there's dishware, there's knit items like this little hat right here. We got jewelry, beautiful vintage vases and paintings. They got a dynamite selection of stationery, which is great for me because I love giving cards and sending them in postcards. Are you that way?
I do too.
I love the
Everyone
mail.
makes fun of me. I love the mail.
It's a great thing to do. I love that.
Snail mail is the best gift.
It's the best gift. It really is.
It's so thoughtful.
So this is a great store, and also the price points very super reasonable.
All of that. I need to visit.
Yeah, you got to go there.
Last store, Madrona.
Yes. So for those people who like to give clothes, there are a number of really excellent local consignment stores in Seattle. One of them is right there. That's Katie Bird. It's located in the Madrona neighborhood. The owner, coming up here, I think, her name is Katie. It just happens to be. She runs a tight ship. The space itself is really well put together. Not super big, but not cramped. The merch is really well curated. And so Katie is very picky on what she accepts for consignment. So the selection of, you see, clothes and accessories, jewelry, shoes, very impressive. And of course, it's consignment, so it's always changing. So the thing to do with any kind of a store, but certainly consignment, is get there, go often, because you're going to get the good stuff because it flies out the door. But it's a really fun little store.
I am always looking for a consignment store.
You would love this place.
I would be obsessed.
Yes, you would love it. It's great, and you can see things really easily there. By the way, I wanted to put on this. This is the hat from Orcus Paley. Can I put it on?
Yes.
Yeah. I'll put it over my thing.
Yeah, put over your little headband. That looks good.
It's my Christmas hat.
And for as cozy and rainy as it is right now,
absolutely,
there you go.
it's
Everybody
perfect.
needs that. It
Everybody
matches your
does.
eyes.
Oh, thank you.
Sold. And you can find Art Zone on Seattle 21 as well as streaming. And we need to send Nancy back now to her gingerbread house.
Yes.
She's trying to retake the golden hammer she lost last year. No pressure.
Okay,
Hair
here we
looks
go.
good. You're good.
Okay.
Next year on New Day, we're counting down to the new year. I'm joined by some friends who will also join me for Alaska Airlines New Year's at the Needle. We're talking about what you can expect next. It's a tradition nearly 4 decades old, and now we're less than 2 weeks away from the biggest New Year's celebration on the West Coast. Ring in the new year with us in Alaska Airlines New Year's at the Needle. 500 drones will light up the sky as we count down to midnight, and a fantastic fireworks show. I will be there, and so will King 5's Jake Wittenberg, Mimi Jung, and Evening's Chris Cashman. They join me now. Hello. I'm so excited to ring in the new year with all of you all, and I understand it's some of our first time doing New Year's at the Needle.
I did New Year's at the Needle like more than a decade ago.
Really?
Yeah, it's been so long, and I don't usually stay up that late, to be honest.
Me neither.
I haven't been up in many years, actually.
You counted down to like Australia, like me and my family?
I do New York time.
Okay, fair enough.
But I'm excited to see it in person again, especially with the drones. I've never seen that.
And in fairness, I was at Kerry Park years ago live, but my microphone wasn't turned on. Redemption. This
so
New
you were
Year.
there, but the
I was
audio
technically
wasn't.
there live, but to be there live at the Space Needle,
And actually be able to
symbol
speak?
of the city, this is going to be amazing.
Jake, what about you? What are you excited about?
Yeah, no, just being a part of the energy. We're going to be in the Chihuly Garden, so it's just a beautiful,
Gorgeous.
the glass, the museum. It's going to be phenomenal.
Iconic.
Feeling the energy of everybody, down there, ready to ring in the new year. Working with my friend Mimi here, it's just going to be a great night. Again, this will be the latest I've been up for a long time. So.
I know you guys have a morning show too, so
I think we're doing rehearsals at like 8 o'clock, and I'm normally
it's time for a nap.
So this will be a
we're
blast.
gonna have
The
a bunch
energy's
of
gonna be
coffee.
wild.
The energy's gonna be insane, and this year is gonna be even bigger. I want to read some some of these facts, you guys. This is the largest fireworks display in the history of New Year's at the Needle.
cool.
There are 100 specialty lights added to the Space Needle itself that are tightly synchronized to the power of fireworks using computers. Whoa.
Of course.
It's a production, of course, that took months to pull off.
You're in Seattle now.
Jake and Mimi, you guys are working on some stories. What can you tell us that doesn't give too much away?
I think, as you end the year, you want to take a look back. So we'll do some reflection.
A few things happened in 2025.
Few things.
Some memorable things.
Especially in the last week.
Yeah.
Just a couple of things,
gosh.
yeah, absolutely. And news-wise, right, so there's a lot there. I'm going to be on the sports beat, so I'm going to talk about all the big sports events we've had. I was doing some homework for all this. Just about every month this year, there was something huge, whether it was a new Kraken head coach, the UW women's and men's soccer going deep,
Look at the Mariners, the toast of the town, finally.
Absolutely,
The Etsy witch. I don't know. Are you going to do
What about the Etsy witch? Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
she's
phenomenal.
like distant relation to Santa, I guess. So she's out
There you
there.
go.
And you did a lot of big travels too, and you're going to travel even more, right?
Yeah,
Olympics.
Got the Olympics coming up in February. That's we're obviously counting down to that. 50 days until the opening ceremony,
You're not
which is going to be
competing, you're
phenomenal.
broadcasting. We should
Yes,
clarify.
that-
not
let that
competing.
be
Because you're a fit guy.
My
You
luge
might say,
days are over.
Okay.
Yeah.
Skeleton that's out? Okay.
Skeleton is out.
Maybe we should all do a little story with that. That could be fun.
Well, stay tuned. I will
friendly
will
games.
say. Mimi and I have got some tricks up our sleeve this year.
Yeah.
counting
We
down
do
to
like
the
to
opening
try
ceremony.
some of these sports out ourselves. So
Yes.
you'll have to tune in. If
Those
you're
are my
borrow-
favorite stories.
We're borrowing your sidekick Shantae, by the way. She's going to be out there with Jose,
Yes.
Daniel as well. So we've got like this whole
So much
team
fun.
that we're going to cover the city, and it's just going to be so fun. And this is like the one broadcast where you don't really have to tell people when to tune in. It's New Year's. It's
You know.
12:30, and
That's a good point.
we'll keep the party
That's
rolling.
a really good point.
You guys, I want to talk about highlights in 2025. What were some highlights? Chris, let's start with you.
Boy, well, I mean, the top of mind would probably be for the Mariners fans. So many people in my life are just my parents. This is all they do. They are at that age where if the Mariners game is on, I do not call them because they will not answer. So for all of the starving Mariners fans, I thought this was such a special year, and it bled into the community. I mean, people like, Big Dumper showing up at Maltby Cafe and eating cinnamon rolls, and then that making it onto
Maltby
social.
Cafe.
So I just love it. I love the community building around the Mariners, especially this year.
That was such
fun.
a highlight of the
Definitely.
year. Personally, having my daughter graduate high school and sending her off to college was the highlight.
I should have said that. Oops. Maddie, shout out. Yeah, that too. Way
That
to go,
too,
kid.
yes. No, that's a big deal. As a parent
my
hitting that
gosh.
milestone, you know what it is.
Yeah,
so
huge.
yeah.
And you
it's
have
been-
one more kiddo in the house
one
before
more,
it's an empty
one more.
nester.
Exactly. I know. Can you believe
No,
it?
I can't. I really can't. Jake, what about you?
I'm just going to be lame and just say both of those things inspire me. My children, we did so much this year. We went to so many little staycations in the area.
Can I just say he took his kids to Disneyland for the
Disneyland.
first time?
Best trip
Everything.
ever.
First time ever at Disney. Yeah. which is
Do you have a
fun.
favorite ride?
The Indiana Jones ride was pretty
Yes,
sick.
that's one of my
You
favorites.
too? You like
Yes.
the
Indiana still brings it.
Oh my gosh. Well,
Just
I'm
laughing
so
at you is fun.
excited
Yeah,
to
right.
obviously have this moment with you all. It was amazing. This is my first year officially in this seat as the New Day host, which was
Yep.
incredible, living the dream every single day.
Well,
so I
that's
want
what
to
they
thank
said to me. They
everyone
said, Chris,
too.
will you host New Year's with Kelly? And I said, yeah.
I
Please,
know.
how cool. So,
It's going to be the coolest. Thank you so much, you guys. And you can all end your year with us 4 Plus. Like we just said, Shantae and Jose will be there too. The show starts right here on King 5 and streams on King 5 Plus at 11:30 on December 31st. And the best parts of 2025 are still to come, including crowning the gingerbread house decorating winner. We'll check in to see how they're doing after all this.
It's a new day.
We're about halfway through the show, so it's a good time to see how our gingerbread competitors are doing. So, can you tell me, first we'll start with you, Chris, what you're focusing on
Kelly,
right now?
not
How's it
now.
going?
I have an open flame.
What?
This may or may not be a part of my design. I might be throwing my competition, but this is a real open flame.
Okay.
And that's all I can
Whoa.
tell you for right now.
I got a feeling that Chris Cashman is a diva over there.
I could be throwing
I have
you.
no idea.
Maybe I'm throwing you. Maybe this is not
He
even a
doesn't want
good
you to
gingerbread
talk to him
house.
while he's in his creative process.
Well, Terry, how are you doing? Talk to me then.
Yeah, it's real dark over here, you know?
It is.
It's a
It's
kind of a
looking
dark
dark.
Christmas, you know?
Yeah.
There's a theme coming here. I can't wait to tell you guys all about it.
Oh, all these teases. Okay, Nancy, what do you think of your house? How's it going so far?
It's going great. Basically,
It's looking wild.
I'm really now creating and setting the whole entire scene.
You said there's a backstory to this. It's going to make perfect sense.
There's a big backstory. It's going to make total
Big
sense.
back. It's a big back story.
Big back story.
All this
What a
shit
big
they're making a big back.
Yeah, everyone's going to be, it'll be like, aha.
And I want to know too what you guys think. Like, Chris, what do you think about Nancy's gingerbread house?
Nancy's the most creative person, so I know that there's going to be something awesome behind it. I know she's going to bring that aha moment. I'm going to go, oh, why did I even try and show up? And then, if not, Terry will overpower me and then he'll win. So either way, I'm just happy to be here.
It's the holiday season. I'm not overpowering anyone.
Okay,
but that
thank you.
thing right there gives me anxiety.
I know.
It is, isn't it?
It's nerve-wracking.
It is. I'm kind of
nerve-wracking.
getting a little anxiety.
Yeah.
Nancy, come on, let's talk some smack. What do you think about Terry's?
Well, I think it's. I love the one basic color of black.
Okay.
And in the
theme.
past, you've made kind of pretty ones, and there was one last year. Was it Seahawks?
I
last
did
year?
Seahawks.
Oh, yeah, the 12 on
So
it.
I'm intrigued, and I feel like you're doing it methodically. So I'm
Yeah, he
impressed.
has a plan this
Yeah.
year.
Black
absolutely.
licorice, too, a
A lot
bold
of
choice.
licorice.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
I hate licorice, by the way.
Oh, well, we won't be eating it
Look
later.
at you embracing.
I am embracing
Thank
what I
you
don't
so
know.
much, you guys. Carry on. Keep
Okay.
it going. Can't
All
wait
right.
to see the finished
Critical.
product. I'm off to play a game.
All right.
Oh, yeah. The holidays are here, and if you're lucky, you'll have a little time to rest and relax. And what better way to spend it than curled up with a Christmas movie? And if your holiday watch list needs a few new ideas, don't worry, we have you covered. It's time for the return of Is It Real or Is It Fake? And joining us is our friend and stylist, Darcy Camden, along with producer Rebecca Perry, who will be describing some holiday movies. Darcy and I have to decide whether the movie is real or completely made up. But before we start, we want to thank Applebee's for helping us set the mood today with their new holiday cocktails. We have a perfect margarita, golden goose, and an espresso happy martini. That's the one I think I have. What does everyone think? Describe, Rebecca.
This is very much like a Cosmo, cranberry, citrusy.
Ooh.
We're drinking good in the neighborhood.
Someone had to say it. This is delicious, espresso martini. It's usually what I reach
This is
for.
really good.
So good.
Goes down smooth.
Yours
Nice.
is like giving like a vacation over there,
know.
Darcy.
Very fruity,
Tropical.
very flavorful.
Nice. Cool.
Okay, now
Okay.
should we start our game,
Let's do
Rebecca?
it. Okay, are you guys
Okay.
ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, no cheating.
Yeah.
Okay, so this first one is called A Royal Montana Christmas. Princess Victoria of Zelarnia flees to a quiet ranch in Montana to reflect on the Christmases she spent there with her father. There she meets a charming guide, Huntley, who is unaware of her royal status and challenges her to live a true ranch life. Is it real or is it fake?
I think it's fake, but it should be real.
What? Okay, so I'm gonna go with real only because Montana's really hot right now. Everyone's talking about it. Go Grizz. I'm going
Okay.
real. No, yeah, I did real.
Okay, so it's actually a real movie. Yes.
Yay! I can't wait to
and
watch
it is
it.
on the Hallmark Channel. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Good, I'm glad that's a real movie. That
I
sounds
know.
great.
So you can watch it on Friday.
There we go.
Perfect.
I have something to do.
Great. Okay, next one. This is called Love at Lighthouse Point. Burnt out tech mogul Alex retreats to a quaint coastal town for Christmas, hoping for peace and quiet. Instead, he's captivated by Phoebe, the spirited owner of a lighthouse inn whose blend of charm and exasperation may be the holiday twist his story's been missing.
Love this. Real.
I think it's real too. You've been watching a lot of these too, so I'm kind of looking to you.
I
Although
thought
you
I had
got the
seen
first
every
one
movie,
right,
but I haven't seen.
This feels real.
That feels very real.
This one is full on fake. Thank
Oh
you,
my
AI.
gosh.
AI helped me with the movie poster and the,
You
everything.
might need to send
think
this.
I mean,
you
sell
know,
this
We might work on it.
idea.
absolutely.
Okay. All right, next one. Joy to the world. A famous lifestyle influencer, Joy, must maintain her carefully crafted image when TV cameras arrive for Christmas dinner. Her plan to have her best friend Max pose as her husband leads to unexpected feelings and revelations. Is it real or is it
This
fake?
should be real. This sounds like
mean,
something I would really.
real.
I just keep going real,
Real.
but I like that.
It's real.
Oh,
And you can
good.
watch it on Hulu. Streaming now.
good.
Chad Michael Murray.
Stop.
Yes. Yeah,
Stop.
definitely. Okay.
Chad Michael Murray making a comeback. I
Excellent.
love it.
Very Christmas movie. Okay. This one is called Christmas on the Alpaca Farm.
Okay.
Big city
Dreams.
designer Jessica quits her job because her boss won't go sustainable. Sparks fly when she goes to the alpaca farm run by a single dad, intent on winning a competition with her own line of sustainable luxury knits. Is it real or is it fake?
Gonna go fake on that.
I'm going fake. The way that you were laughing, but watch it be real. No, yeah. No, I'm gonna go
Guys,
fake.
it's real.
What?
It is what I am most looking forward to. A luxury line of sustainable knits. Yeah,
Streaming
Netflix.
now on Netflix. This is a real.
Christmas
Look
on
at
the
that
alpaca.
photo
Look
too.
at that alpaca.
I mean, AI definitely helped them with that too, but they actually made this
You
one.
could have shown me that picture and I would have said, no,
Yeah.
that is absolutely
Yeah.
fake. But in fact, it's real.
Yeah.
Darcy, we're not doing that great.
Okay, next one. Okay. A Cowboy Christmas.
Okay.
Oh yes, sign me up.
When a Nashville singer's holiday tour is canceled, she heads west to spend Christmas on her uncle's struggling ranch. While there,
They're
she
always
meets
struggling.
a rugged cowboy, Kobe,
Oh my
who's
gosh.
determined to serve the ranch with a festive rodeo, and together they discover that love is the greatest gift of all.
I feel like you guys made this up for me because I wanted a cowboy to happen under the Christmas tree. I'm gonna go fake only because of that.
This one's very much real, and you can watch it on Netflix. Jana Kramer.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
Darcy, you're crushing it.
I know.
Streaming
Well,
again on Netflix.
Well, Darcy is an avid holiday movie watcher, so she gets it.
That one, I think I knew that.
Okay.
I think we all need a little more drinks of our Applebee's
Okay.
cocktails.
This one is called Christmas Cargo.
Okay.
Christmas what? Cargo?
Cargo.
Okay.
Stranded in a mountain town with a truck full of holiday decorations, independent truck driver Cassie finds herself welcomed by the warm-hearted locals and a widowed cafe owner, Ethan.
Oh.
With the clock ticking and the roads still closed, Cassie must choose between the open highway and the chance to park her heart for good.
Oh, wow.
Is it real or is it fake?
Parker Hart for good.
Fake.
I'm going fake too.
It's 100% fake.
Oh.
But I would watch it.
Look at
Independent truck
that.
driver Cassie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow. It
Yeah.
was so flip-flop too. I was like, you go, girl.
Darcy, I think you won.
I did?
Yes.
You definitely did.
Cheers.
But
you get all the Applebee's drinks.
Yes, I might have won though too with my espresso martini. Thank you so much. And coming up, it's a gift they can treasure forever, and it doesn't need to break the bank. Next, we're getting the lowdown on how to gift art and where to find it. If you're scrambling to get some last-minute yet meaningful gifts, why not turn to art? It doesn't need to be big or expensive to be thoughtful. And Sarah Hurt from Seattle Art Source is here to help give us some ideas. Thank you for joining us again.
Thanks for having me back.
So you say gifting art checks some important gift-giving boxes. Please explain.
Well, we are all trying to give gifts that are less consumer, more meaningful for the person receiving the gift, and also having a great impact on the person making the gift itself, and art does all of those things.
Definitely.
And oftentimes, like Nancy mentioned in the earlier segment, the places that you're buying the art are often small businesses. So we love that too.
Oh my gosh. And looking, like when someone gifts art to me, I'm looking at that every single day.
Yeah.
And you're remembering the
feels
person.
personal to you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's so great. And I will say though, when I'm thinking about art, a lot of times I'm thinking expensive and I might not be able to afford it. But you say that's not the case.
It is not the case. We have, at Seattle Art Source, we have a lot of small options that are really affordable. There's also great vintage options when you're buying secondhand. There's a lot of great vintage stores when you're thinking, I only have a few $100s or something under $100. Those are really great options that are sweet gifts as well.
Absolutely. And if you also don't have a big budget, talk to me about the frame.
Yeah, so framing can add a little bit to the cost of the art. Some great options would be nicely mat a piece of art. Don't frame it. It also makes it easier to ship, but it adds some finishing touches. We have an option here to show you. And you can even put just a gift card in the card for a local frame shop that can kind of offset the framing costs for the recipient without going through the expense of framing it yourself.
All good ideas.
Yeah.
You brought a lot for us to unpack as well. We're going to start down here. What can you tell me about this piece?
So this is Dodie Fredericks, and this is a great example of something that's finished, matted, beautifully presented, but there's no frame. This is a beautiful watercolor, and this is $600. And this, I mean, who wouldn't love this? Mom, grandma. This
Serene.
Serene, a local landscape artist.
Love. So a lot of this local artists too.
All local artists. Seattle Art Source, we specialize in Pacific Northwest art, and all of these are examples of local Pacific Northwest artists.
So you could be supporting them while getting a gift.
Yes. Next we have, what is this? Oh, Chris Ekstrand. Again, really a petite little piece of art that could fit in anyone's home. You can imagine this is going to go in like 400 different spots in your house, right?
Absolutely.
So this is Chris Eggstrand. This little sweet lady is Amy Shearer, and there's like a vintage vibe about her art that
I'm really
just love.
digging this.
Yeah, I love her approach to portraits. And you would think portraits, it's nobody you know, but it still feels personal and actually kind of vintage.
I would think that that's thousands of dollars too.
Nope. This one's only $500,
Oh
and
my
it's framed.
gosh. Oh, okay. Next, what's this one?
This bright beauty here is by Maggie Burns, and it's mixed media. It's $900.
Bright colors, stunning pieces.
Yeah, for somebody that wants a little pop of color.
Yes.
And this is a photograph by Kevin DeTolo, and it's beautifully framed, $290.
Oh my gosh. What?
Yeah, isn't that gorgeous? That could go under the tree. That's a great photo for a man in your life, even.
Oh, okay, that special someone. There we go. All the gift ideas, spicy. Sarah, I also want to talk about Seattle Art Source for someone that hasn't heard of you all. Please explain.
Well, we have been in business for 10 years. We work with individuals, we work with designers and architects to connect people with meaningful local art for homes and projects. And it's these kind of pieces, up to grand pieces, up to sculptures. Really, it's our passion to help you and everyone else connect with local art. It's such a joy.
Magic. We can feel your passion.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for being here.
It's a pleasure to be here.
And I have a lot of ideas now for last minute gifts, so I appreciate that.
Just let me know.
And our competitors have just minutes left as it's almost time to crown the winner of our 5th annual gingerbread house decorating contest. I just might grab a few friends to help me make the decision on the winner. Be right back.
It's a new day.
Welcome back. As we get ready to close out 2025, we want to give you all one last reminder to watch our special broadcast, Alaska Airlines New Year's at the Needle on New Year's Eve. The show starts right here on King 5 and streaming on King 5 Plus at 11:30, with the drone show leading up to the fireworks, of course, at midnight. As Seattle's hometown airline, Alaska Airlines is thrilled to return as the presenting sponsor of New Year's at the Needle. And in case you didn't know, Alaska has the most daily flights of any airline in Seattle. That's more than 100 nonstop destinations from Seattle. This year, Alaska launched flights from Seattle to Tokyo and Seoul and announced upcoming service from Seattle to London, Reykjavik, and Rome. And Alaska will also be at Seattle Center on New Year's Eve with fun and festive giveaways. So come on down and see us. We'll see you all on New Year's Eve. And we're just minutes away from crowning the new gingerbread champion. The coveted golden hammer is up for grabs. So please put on your finishing touches, everyone, and get ready to share what you've created. But first, a gingerbread house of a different size. For several years now, a holiday tradition has been turning heads and warming hearts in Chehalis. St. Brian is headed down to Lewis County to check it out.
Chehalis is a city that really knows how to celebrate the holiday season. The annual Santa Parade, always a big draw, features a family of Sasquatches, a Grinch behind bars, and the jolly old elf himself waving to children.
Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas!
Not bad for a city of 8,000. But for hairdresser Terry Harris, not quite good enough either.
I never grew up. It's as simple as that.
Every holiday season, the former city councilman, his friends and family members transform an old abandoned pump house into the sweetest spot in town. A life-sized gingerbread house.
Trying to figure out how to attach things to a cinder block building is kind of difficult. So there's a lot of Velcro involved. We take styrofoam, wrap it up in clear cellophane, makes candies, lollipops. And then when it comes to a lot of the things that we put on the ground, those are things where you just have to go to some place like Hobby Lobby.
If things look a little random in places, Terry says that's the magic of involving grandkids.
It looked like a crayon factory had blown up on the side of the building. And I'm thinking to myself, oh no, when everybody leaves, I gotta change all this. I gotta put it all back together. and I'm hearing horns honking, I'm hearing people hooting and hollering. I thought maybe I'm the one that's wrong.
The result, a whimsical wonder that has become a must-see attraction for families.
1, 2, 3, say ho, ho, ho. Ho, ho, ho.
I love it. It's so adorable.
It's very cute. Great for the kids.
They're just exploring.
Don't tell me you're licking that.
We just tell them, hey, you can look with your eyes, but not your hands. And they do a good job of respecting it.
More than anything else, it's smiles. It's just this cacophony of applause and cheers and little kids walking by and laughing and entertaining themselves. And yeah, it's wonderful.
What started as a one-time city project has become a cherished family tradition for Terry's family.
Unfortunately, I couldn't get rid of it now if I had to, because my family would hang me from one of the candy canes if I turned it over to somebody else. It is kind of miraculous. You know, it's just kind of miraculous.
So cool. Thanks so much, Saint. The Gingerbread House is located on South Market Boulevard in Chehalis. And those gingerbread houses are cute, whether big or small, like ours, a little smaller. It's time now for our gingerbread competition to come to a close. Competitors, please put down the frosting bags. There's only one way, too. I could judge this. I have to bring in the big guns. We have Mimi Jung, Jake Wittenberg here.
Yeah.
What kind of experience do you guys bring, too, with the judging?
Well, I mean, we are objective journalists, right?
Oh.
And so we're going to tell it like it is,
Ooh.
and also big sweets eater. I like dessert, so I think I'm highly qualified.
I am not being influenced by outside sources at all. Very
Okay, you
unbiased.
heard it here first. We stand for truth here at King 5. Yes.
It's the only way to wake up. It really is. Fantastic.
Wow.
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you.
Okay. I want to start with you, Terry. Please tell me about the story of your house. Really sell it to us.
Okay, well, you guys even talked about it earlier on the show. The Mariners and the success they had this year and how it was attributed to the Etsy witch. The Etsy witch, yes, one of the Seattle Mariners super fans reached out to a witch on Etsy, paid $15.99 to uncurse our Mariners, and they went on a winning street
Oh,
that
what do you
led
have
them
here?
to the ALS.
That's what we get.
So look, so here's the witch house.
Wow.
Here is the witch. Check her out. You see that?
ALCS, way to go.
The
Bring
witch's
it.
hat. We got the grass turf here. It's kind of grass, but it's witchy, so it's moss.
It's smoky,
and it's
too.
smoky. Yes,
It is
elaborate.
smoky.
Style points.
Yes, somebody died here. Who died here were all the opponents that the Mariners faced this year.
Wow, you're really in, and I will have to say there was one casualty. We have a little frosting on your shoe,
my
right?
gosh.
Your nice.
My gosh.
Yeah,
I
you guys
wish
can see back here.
I know.
Yeah, let's show
to
it.
hide this.
Show it. Show it.
This is,
That's
I must say.
That's some
commitment.
dedication
I went
going
in today.
Yeah,
For
you
doing
did.
that. Thank you.
Thank you. You have lost every single year, but today could be your year. I'm sorry. I have to let the viewers know. We're moving right along.
Okay.
Nancy, sell it. Sell it.
Okay, so there's a story that most people don't know about Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Okay, we all know that he led the sleigh, right?
Yeah.
But there's the story before that when Santa said, "I don't want him" because of the nose. Remember, he was he was rejected. Well, Rudolph, I think we can see him here. That sent him into a white-hot rage. he turned up his nose and he burnt down the toy workshop.
This is the revenge of Rudolph.
Revenge of Rudolph.
A story I've never heard.
Right, exactly. But the good news is that Mrs. Claus and the elves, they came out with snowballs. They finally put it out. All was good. But I think the takeaway is don't cross Rudolph.
Yeah.
Don't, and he's got such a, his nose is so important. So sometimes you kind of have to look away from someone's strange little qualities of like rage, and because you need something, you need him to lead the sleigh.
Accept them for who they are, or they'll burn your house down.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's iconic. What is happening?
Yeah.
Chris Cashman, we have to get to you. This is your first year
I'm just happy to be here.
competing.
Look,
Hey,
I can't
we all are.
compete
I'm
with
just
the
happy.
witch. She's got smoke. The Revenge of Rudolph. That's incredible. My inspiration is perhaps the most ironic symbol of the season. You probably recognize
a big
the
reveal.
stylings. I'm not an artist, but I did my best. That was a heartbreaking on the back, by the way. So you know the Grinch. I mean,
That's good.
And let me explain why I wanted to do the Grinch, because there's something you probably didn't know about it. You know, it's a Dr. Seuss character, Theodore Gessel, a real guy. Yeah. The Dr. Seuss Foundation still owns the copyrights for all of this. So you'll notice how you see the Grinch everywhere, cups, there's Grinch flavorings on things. Everywhere you see it, this is the Grinch hot cocoa. Every time you see that, just know that the Dr. Seuss Foundation donates 100% of the profits. All of the royalties goes to education, the arts, it's all going to charity.
I see what's going on here.
So when you see the Grinch, actually realize that that is the true spirit of giving.
And
on
the
behalf of
chimney,
Dr. Seuss
everything,
Foundation.
all of those details on that.
With the outfit.
I
to
know.
match.
You're right.
Yeah.
You went full send.
Yeah, he did.
Could it
Just
be
happy
your
to be
year? This is when Jake and Mimi, we all
I need a
have
little
to
sugar
discuss.
just
I
to-
know.
Wow.
We have to discuss
They
the
have to
winner.
decide right now?
What do you
That's
think? What do you think?
I think
we'll
the
say
smoke should go for the
one,
smoke, too.
2, or 3.
Yes.
Yeah, that's almost unfair.
No, don't. It's very dangerous.
Okay. Like the
It's the Etsy Witch. We've
But
got
looking with the
Rudolph's
Grinch is-
Great Revenge.
One more final review.
What about Jake? Jake,
That movie
any?
I
hasn't
tell
been
you
made,
quiet
Nancy.
secretly.
Yeah.
What I'm doing. All right.
If that movie hasn't been made already, it needs to be made.
Wow.
Revenge.
I'll work with you on
You
this.
know
such a
what,
big
you
deal.
guys?
Yeah.
This has never happened in
unanimous?
history.
Unanimous
It's
choice?
unanimous.
Oh.
Terry. Okay, you have 10 seconds to tell us how you feel. How do you feel?
They like me. They really like me.
Yes.
I feel beautiful.
Terry,
I feel seen. I feel validated.
That's for me.
I feel like I could go get
shoes.
some new shoes, and now
Extra
he's
shell.
spilling everything on the floor.
We spilled a little
Thank you.
water. It's fine. Thank you, thank you.
Congrats,
And thank you to you all for spending time
And
with
I
us
have
today.
to- can I do this?
Oh, yes, go. You can check our website for more of our content, and you can always send us an email to share your thoughts. We'll see you next time. Enjoy your new day.